Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber. I'm French, so if I have a Syrian accent, that's why. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, like. You have all my different type of social media, my French TikTok, my reading TikTok, my fangirl TikTok, my makeup channel, stuff like this. I have a lot. You can choose. I think it's time for a reading wrap-up. And for the first time I'm going to add September and October. So I read 14 books in the span of 2 months. Obviously, before we get started, we're going to do some stats. So between the 2 months, I read 5 fantasy. Obviously, that's my favorite genre, if you didn't know. 1 fan fiction, 1 dystopy, 3 sapphic / MLM, 2 regular romance, 1 literary fiction, and 1 thriller. So you can see I'm very diverse of what I read. Obviously, fantasy is still my favorite genre. Normally I'm not a romance girly, but I find some that I really like. And obviously most of them are sapphic, because I'm a girl kisser. This is my star rating system, because everyone is different, and for some people 3 stars is like literally I hate it. And for example, for me, it don't. And I have my supernova. My supernova is like, if you think about me, you think about this book. Like it's my blood. It's like my religion, an obsession. So some 5-star can become supernova, some just stay 5-star. And let's start strong with one of my 5-star saga, This Woven Kingdom. If you're not new on this channel, you're probably tired of me talking about this saga, but I finally read the last 2 books in the trilogy that we have right now. We're going to have 5 books. So obviously, the first one is This Woven Kingdom, the second one is This Infinite Thread, and the third one is All This Twisted Glory. Quick recap, this one is a 5-star, the second is a 4-star, and the last one is a 5-star. It's by Tyra Maffey, the same author who wrote Shadow Me. I never read Shadow Me yet. I need to, because if it's that good at this, it's a Persian mythology inspired. It's enemy to the love triangle. It's a girl named Alize who's a long lost heir to a Jinn kingdom. It's like different than human are clay, and you have a prophecy that literally she's going to be the end of like the king. So it's really enemy to lover. And the love triangle, it's the first time in my life that I switch, and I'm not a girl who switch. Like for example, in Carval, I'm Team Jack to the end. And it's so hard for me to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, because like I don't see Jack with Evangeline. So I read the second one in September and the third one in like beginning of October. That was my first read of October. I cannot say a lot, but it has never been that hard to choose between 2 men. And it's a lot. So I'm not a big romance girly. Like for me, it's hard to give it more than 3.5 stars to a romance, but I think I started to find my type of romance that I actually like. So I read the second in the Rebel Blue saga, Swift and Saddle by Lala Sage. It was actually for my Taylor Swift era Choose My Book. I'm actually really excited about this saga. I want to say it's like groundbreaking, but I don't know, I start to love all the characters, the ambience. It's cringe, so it makes me laugh that it's cringe. And I absolutely love the cover. Interconnected standalone, I think it's called like that. So you follow different type of couple, and because you have like a family, it's like you have 3 brothers, 1 sister, and like you have the best friend, because the next book that came out today actually is about the best friend. It's just a cowboy small time romance. I give it a 3.5 star. It's pretty average for me, but I actually really like it. This one is going to be a shock, but I find a romance that I literally give 5 stars. The Breakup Tour by Emily Weberly and Austin Sigmund Borska. Longest name ever. It's a book for the Swiftie. It's literally Taylor Swift in the book. You have so many Taylor Swift friends. It's a story about a girl who became famous because she have an album called the Breakup Album, and every song is about a different dude. She pretty much went to a tour with her ex, and you have It's torture point department. It's like literally Taylor Swift in the Eras Tour when she was a breakup with Joe. Like, if you're Swiftie, read it. I have nothing else to say. It's a 5-star for me, and it's a fucking romance. In September, I read a lot on my phone. I don't have a Kindle, I don't have an iPad. I read on my phone, and it's totally fine for me. I have a book called About Me for Two that I give it a 4-star. It's really cute, but I think it's like more personal. It's because I went to Vietnam with my ex at the time, so it was a lot of good memory inside the book because we did the same thing. So you follow Lan, who's Vietnamese, but her mother tried to hide. Not like she doesn't share the Vietnamese like tradition and everything, so she decided to go to Vietnam, especially to just learn about her culture. And she met a girl who she followed by like a food Instagram. It's really cute. I give it a 4-star. Swimming in the Dark by Thomas Jedlowski. I have so many hope for this book. I give it a 3-star because I have so many questions after. Oh my god. Sorry for the call. I have too many questions. It's about a gay couple after World War II in Poland and how much gay rights sucked there. The way that he wrote everything like was gut-wrenching, but I have too many questions, and like for me it was too short. I need like 200 pages more of it. The next one is a reread. It's been a long time since I reread stuff. It's Upgrades by Scott Westerfield. The first one, I was obsessed with this saga when I was 12, 13, and because the movie came out, I decided to reread it, and I give it a 5-star. Because like, even years and years after more than 10 years reading it, I still think about this book, so I still love it. 5-star. Not very different as movie, but still is, yes, because it's a little bit like Percy Jackson. Like, they're both really great, but they're totally different. And I get it why they made it like this, because it's more action, more like the movie is more epic than, for example, you have like 150 or 200 pages of like her traveling to the place, and it's like in not even 5 minutes in the movie. So I really recommend to read it. I feel like I was in this universe for so long, and now it's done, and I feel kind of sad. So I'm talking about The Crown of Naxia duology. You have The Serpent and the Wing of the Night, and The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. It's a vampire meets Hunger Game duology. You have a novella that I also read called Six Crochet Roses. Let's start with the novella. You don't need to read the novella, but the character in the novella appear in the second book, this one, sorry. And normally for me novella is too short, but I never read a novella where I find it like literally, like I have nothing to say. It was so full. Like, you have literally a whole story with like 200 pages or something, and I love it. I literally love it. And it's about Lily and Val, and you have like a disease, so Lilith try to make like some like cure with Val blood. That's pretty much it. It's a Crown of Naxia duology, so it's vampire meet Hunger Games. I love vampire like so much. That's literally my thing. And same thing as This Woman Kingdom. Alice and Oriya are the baddest FMC that I ever read. Like, not you like little FMC like wah. No, like one is like, I'm going to take back my fucking quarantine, like it's mine. And the other one is like, I'm a fucking human, but I'm going to destroy all vampire, and like it's easy and fun. So if you're on the badass fucking FMC, read these two fucking books. Like, Oriya, I cannot like put some fan art, but it would spoil, but like, the fan art of Oriya, oh my god, so good. It's full of action, it's full of plot twist, it's adult fantasy, so you have smut, but like you don't have a lot of smut. That's one thing that I like when you have smut, it's really great. but it's not full of smut. You have like 1 or 2 times by book or something like this. So I would say it's like 1 chili pepper or something. But you're here for the plot. The romanticy is really great. Like Ryan, like, he's one of my favorite book boyfriend. Like, he will kill for her, he will die for her. It's like, who did this to you by another level? And they were like really true enemy to lovers because they really like different house of vampire stuff. Because Oriah is a human that get found by the king of like the house of night, Vincent. So she was like living with vampire, but she's human. I can talk hours and hours about this book. I give it a 4.5 star, not a 5 star, and like the way I talk about it, I should have put it 5 stars. So, but I still think about it a little bit. If it's like 5 star, maybe it is. No, I will stick for the 4.5 star. We're almost done, you guys. So let's back in like the romance a bit. I read When I Was There by Dustin Tao. Is the same guy who writes You With Sam. It's an MLM love story, but it talks a lot about grief. You follow, what is his name? Eric, who lost a person that he would love, and you follow his grief, and he met, what is the name? Aru, it's literally the name of the book, that he met in Japan back in the day, and he saw him again in Chicago. Really beautiful. I still have some question about it, and as I said before, I hate to have still question about it, so I give it a 3.5 star. I also read my first thriller this month. That was really my last read. It's called Murder at the Bookstore by Sue Minix. I give it a 3 star because like I find who murdered the person at the first chapter, even before the murder happened. I knew that was this person since the beginning. And I read it so fast. I almost read it in 1 sitting. I read it in 2 sittings, as the second one was like 20 pages. It was so easy to find for me. It's a cozy mystery. I should know. I don't know if I'm going to read another thriller for a long time because I was kind of sad. And we finish with the best. The last book is a supernova. It means it's better than 5 stars. It's like, it's part of me. So the first one is The Diary of Blood by S.T. Gibson. When I finished it, I really wanted to read it right away. Dracula retelling from the point of view of his wife, Constanta, one of his wives. And it talks about manipulation and like the trauma and how is it to live with like a toxic man. It's a polyamorous romance. So you have 2 guys and 2 girls. You have, I think, I don't know the word in English, but you have like stuff like this at the beginning of the chapter. You should read it completely blind. Check the trigger warning because you have a page of trigger warning. And we're going to talk about the last book that put me in a fucking reading slump. Like I read so little right now because I still think about this book. And remember, like I told you, it's a different genre. And we're missing one. Fan fiction. Obviously my favorite read is a fucking fan fiction because it always is. It's called R.S. Baby, and that was my first Jegudus fan fiction, and I'm not well. So if you don't know my order, it's Lily, James Potter, Sirius, Remus, Peter, like you have like Severus Snape, like you have, it's Harry Potter but in the 70s. So R.S. Baby is about a heart ace. So you have Regulus who have his whole plan to steal a heart, and like it's a little bit like Casa de Papel when you follow like the journey, like when they figure out the plan, like they're all living together and stuff, and you have a lot of romance, and it's heartbreaking. And I need to finish the video right now because my dog is crying. But that was my read. Let me check if I forget one thing. Yeah, I talk about everything. I'm going to end it now. Trust me, it is a happy dog. It's just a dragon. It's just a Shiba Inu. Yeah. Thank you for watching. subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.